Will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to the CloudPandith Databricks series. In this session, we are going to understand what PySpark is, why it is used inside Databricks for big data processing. So in this video, we will focus on three key things. One is what PySpark actually is. Second one is why it is used inside Databricks. Third one is how it helps process large data easily and quickly. So let's understand what is PySpark. PySpark is a Python API for Apache Spark, meaning you can talk to the Spark using the Python language. You can talk to the Spark using Python language. It lets you write a Spark programs in the Python syntax to process the massive data. You can say PySpark simply a Spark for Python developers. It takes huge data, splits the work across a many missions, so you get result faster. Think of a restaurant where you are getting a multiple orders. So when you get a multiple orders, if you have a single chef, it takes a lot of time to deliver that particular order. You think of if you have a multiple chefs who are working parallelly, so we can able to deliver the same order quickly. So this PySpark provides the APIs for data frames, SQL, machine learning, and streaming data processing. What it means is you can able to develop the PySpark code using the data frames. If you are fresh to the Spark, if you are already aware of the SQL, you can also use, you can make use of the existing learning to write a Spark code. You can also use a machine learning models you can able to develop, and you can also implement real-time streaming all using the Python syntax which you are already aware of. So let's understand why we need to use PySpark inside a Databricks. You can simply think of a Databricks PySpark together, which is nothing but a supercharged big data processing engine which is ready to process any data, any volume of data. Now, if you think of Databricks makes PySpark easier because Databricks removes the pain of setup. You don't need to install Spark or manage clusters. It's ready to run environment, ready to use Spark clusters directly. You don't need to install any Spark or you don't need to manage any clusters. Next, collaborative notebooks. Multiple users can code together in the same notebook, maybe using Python, SQL, or Scala, any language. We can connect to the data lakes, we can train our machine learning models, we can even use the Gen AI inside the Databricks. We also have a auto scaling for any workload. As I have given an example where we have a multiple chefs who are ready to take the orders, like we are getting a multiple orders to our restaurant. As we have a multiple chefs who are working parallelly, we can deliver these particular items quickly. You think of when the deliveries are reduced, we can automatically cut down this chef so that we no need to pay for this chef because these chefs are charging us hourly. When our orders reduced, automatically we can cut down this chef to save the cost. So in this slide, the main takeaway is you have to understand Databricks removes the pain of a setup and you don't need to install Spark or manage clusters. It's a ready to run environment. We can also have multiple users can code together in the same notebook. It can be a Python notebook, SQL or Scala notebook. We can connect to the data lakes. We can train our machine learning models. Even we can use the Gen AI all in the Databricks, all at a single place. I hope now you understand why we need to go for the PySpark in Databricks because it's a ready to run notebooks, ready to run environment instead of managing Spark or like clusters. Great job. Now you know what PySpark is. PySpark is nothing but a Python API for Apache Spark. Why Databricks is the best place to use PySpark? Because we have a ready to run environment instead of taking care of installations, managing clusters and all. Now, when you keep Databricks plus PySpark, these two together enables fast and scalable data processing. Okay, great. Now, in the next session, we will see Databricks Lakehouse architecture and see how it stores and organizes data for PySpark processing. Thank you for watching this video. I request everybody to subscribe and support this channel. Thank you all.